Did you know there is a secret society of warrior monks who fight in the Crusades and they still around today? Okay, so this holy order was called the Hospitallers, but their real name was the Order of Knights of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem. And they were a Catholic religious order founded in 1098 in Jerusalem at the height of the Crusades. At first, they were just a small group of monks who took care of sick and poor Christian pilgrims on their way to the Holy Land. But as the years went on, they grew into one of the most formidable military organizations of the Crusader era. In fact, during the Second Crusade, the Hospitallers fought alongside European Christian armies against the Muslim forces of Zengi in the Battle of Edessa in 1147. They also participated in the Siege of Damascus in 1148, which aimed to capture the city and establish a Crusader state there. However, the siege ended in failure due to internal conflicts and a counterattack by the Muslim forces. Despite their martial prowess, the Hospitallers were not without their critics. Some people, including the Catholic theologian Peter the Chanter, accused them of abandoning their original mission of providing humanitarian aid to pilgrims and instead focusing too much on fighting and conquest. Despite these criticisms, the Hospitallers continued to grow in power and influence throughout the Middle Ages. In fact, at their peak in the 13th century, they had over 20,000 members and controlled large areas of territory in the Mediterranean, including Malta, where they built a massive fortress to defend against attacks from North Africa. The fortress is still standing today, but it's no longer used as a military base. Instead, it's a popular tourist destination. But the story of the Hospitallers didn't end there. After the fall of Acre in 1291, the last Crusader stronghold on the mainland, the order continued its work in the Holy Land under the protection of the Mamluk Sultanate. And after the capture of Jerusalem by the Ottoman Empire in 1516, the Hospitallers relocated to Rhodes, where they continued to resist Ottoman encroachment into the Mediterranean. Eventually, in 1522, the order was disbanded and its assets were transferred to the new Order of St. John of Jerusalem, of Rhodes, and of Malta. Today, the order continues its humanitarian work under various names, including the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, the oldest continuously operating charitable organization in the world. So when you see those news stories about the brave people of Malta helping refugees and other victims of war and disaster, know that they're carrying on a proud tradition that began almost 1,000 years ago with the Hospitallers.